FWA actually shrank in size this year, and I'd like to talk about it. Yes, hi. Call this the part 2 of Guess the Attendance. Numbers are in. 17,031 attendees per the con itself. Now, everyone who commented on any of my posts on this part where we actually tried to forecast the growth of the second biggest con in the country guessed actual growth. Every single person with a high bar of growth at that. Shout out to my girlfriend for guessing the closest at 18,000, but that was still growth. A couple reasons why this could have happened, some stronger than others, but I admit I'm new enough to this fandom that I don't know the best answer here for a con I haven't been fortunate enough to attend yet. One myth I'd like to quash right away is the hantavirus panic for the reasoning, as the boat news only really dropped after the con had already started. At best, it would impact one-day attendance for possibly Sunday. Word spreads fast, not that fast. Another possible factor of impact could have been people just showing up without badges, but there's no evidence to suggest that that's any higher this year than any previous years and wouldn't make up for thousands of additional attendees. So that leaves a few things. Did the con continue to have a ton of drama, criminal mischief, and other tomfoolery? If you follow furry TMZ news on Telegram or anywhere else, you'd know the answer is yes. All sorts of tomfoolery did occur. But that doesn't impact attendance year of. If anything, it would impact attendance the year following, as people remember what happened previously. And even still, I doubt that many people last year went, oh, they banned Lucky for taking that photo, I'm going to avoid FWA in 2026. Now, where we get to the better reason comes in two places: organization and cost. 2-hour lines to the dealer's den were reported by many, the schedule shifted panels all around, and nobody from what I could see from a distance seemed to think that the organizers had their head on straight. Like the con had truly ballooned too big to be managed. But even still, that's a problem that would need to be remembered from 2025, not a problem that impacts the con day of. What seems to have the biggest impact, I believe, is the death of Spirit Airlines, which likely left many stranded without a cost-effective way of getting to the con in the first place. While it only accounted for 2% of Atlanta International's air traffic, being the budget option, it's reasonable to assume that those going to a con were predominantly people under 40 with a $4,000 carpet as a normal expense might overrepresent a cheaper airline option. Then there's gas prices. Georgia, while showing one of the cheapest average gas prices in the country, still charges over $4 a gallon, which can be a huge damper on many who would normally drive 5+ hours to be at a major con rather than risk their prized fursuit on a plane. Then there's hotel fares, but to be honest, what little information I could find seems to indicate stable pricing from last year to this year, so jury's out on that one. But let me know, recession indicator? Con slowly falling off the rails? What do you think was the biggest driver for the con to shrink from 2025? And if you're interested, stay tuned and I'll have a double feature on Anthro, Ohio and Furlandia later this week.